take the drone up. It's only 45 degrees outside, but man, hands are a little cold. I am going to get back home. I think we were going to actually try to take Bodie possibly to a pumpkin patch today. We didn't get a chance to get it done before Halloween, but a lot of the pumpkin patches stay open, you know, quite a ways past Halloween. But from Samantha's research, the only one in the state of Oklahoma that she can find right now that is still open is in a tiny town called Miami, spelt just like Miami in Florida. Miami, Oklahoma, which is clear up in the northeast tip of Oklahoma, and we're not about to drive 3+ hours to go to a pumpkin patch. So that, I guess that just, call it us being bad parents, but I do feel bad that we didn't take Bodie to a pumpkin patch this year, because he would have enjoyed it a lot more than last year when he was such a little guy. But there's always next year. I may be running over to Fort Cobb Lake, where my parents pontoon their barge, tri-tune. Let me get that right. It has 3 logs underneath it, so it's a tri-tune. But anyways, being that it's, you know, end of November, temperatures are dropping, it's gonna get cold, not gonna be using the thing. We need to take that battery out of it. So may assist the old man with that here in a little bit, not really sure. But no big plans or anything for the day, especially now that we're not going to the pumpkin patch. Hadn't done a vlog in a while. Got a little bit of something I want to share with you all here in a little bit. I just wanted to knock the dust off the cameras and do a little vlogging, so here I am doing just that. Check it out. If you guys watch my vlog, you remember the ice storm that happened not long ago. Look at all the limbs and everything still in the front of the house. The city is going to come, and I guess they've, you know, contracted out some work for some people, and they're gonna pick up all the limbs around town. So they have so much work to do thanks to that crazy early October ice storm. Today is, what is today? It is Sunday. I know that, November 22nd, 2020. Right now I am going to pick up my old man. As I kind of alluded to earlier, we need to get over to the lake and get that battery out of his boat. It is 12:15 p.m. I think he and I are going to pick up some ski boy to you know, to dine on for lunch and get that battery taken out. And we might drive around the lake a little bit, maybe look for some raptors, you know, some, whether it's eagles, hawks, osprey, I never can remember how you pronounce that correctly. But we figured we'd do, you know, something, take the cameras maybe to the lake, see what's going on with the lake with all the wildlife and everything while we're over that way. So what's up, man?
Should grab the tools.
So we just got some good old Rex chicken. We're gonna sit here and eat this, and then we're going to head to the boat storage. Okay, so before we even get to the battery, there's this little contraption here, you know, where you, what's it called? The
winch.
It's a winch where you know, so you can crank the boat, you know, snug against the trailer. And this little piece right here has bent. I don't know how good you can see that. I'm thinking I might have got a little too, but no, I don't know what happened, but we need to get it fixed and work on the battery. Project remove the battery is complete. Well, we did a little driving around the lake, a couple spots. A lot of the areas are closed off, I guess, for winter. I don't know, but didn't really see anything too spectacular or great, but still just nice being out. Guess I'm gonna head to the house now, see what Samantha and Bodie are up to. See you later. Later, man. Have a good one. Yep.
Later.
It is now about 5 o'clock p.m. About to wrap this vlog up, but earlier I kind of said that I had something I kind of wanted to share with you guys. And that is that Samantha, Bodie, and myself, we
tested positive for the coronavirus.
The Rona got us. But we're all past it now. Thank goodness none of us had any major symptoms, any bad, what am I trying to say? You're a better speaker than me.
We didn't have any major symptoms, that's it. I mean, we had very mild ones, and it didn't really affect us that bad, thankfully.
Yep, it all kind of started with you. You kind of either had a feeling, or what made you decided you wanted to get tested?
I had an itchy throat, and my throat never hurts and when I get sick, and so I had a little bit of like a runny nose and an itchy throat even after I was taking my Zyrtec in the morning. So it was Saturday night when that started.
Several weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. And so on Sunday, I decided I wanted to be tested before I went back to the school or before Bodhi went to daycare. And so I just went to get tested at the quick care. It took a really long time.
Rapid test.
They were very, very busy, yes. And I took Bodhi with me. And I did test positive and he tested negative. And so we decided to get Dylan and Bodhi tested the next day using the PCR test that is 48 hours. And
when she went on that Sunday to get tested, I had a tiny little cough going on. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing real, aggressive, not a real loud, frequent cough, but just a little kind of itchy cough. And then, so after, she went on Sunday and got the rapid test, got her results back positive, Bodhi negative. Like she said, me and Bodhi went and got the send-off version of the test on Monday. Now, as far as the test goes, I actually took a GoPro and I set it up. You're seeing the footage now. It wasn't near as bad as I thought it would be. And don't get me wrong, she did stick it way up in each nostril. I got a double barrel test. I guess that's what they do now. I guess sometimes they used to do single. And it went way up there, but like the little bristles or whatever those things are called, they're not near as like hard as I thought they would be. And so it wasn't that bad, but it definitely did make my eyes water up.
No, baby.
And then this guy right here was in the back seat, and he didn't like it at all, but he got over it really quick. I was really proud of him. He was really tough. And so, anyways, this guy, okay, I'll put you down. I think that
Go get your bites. Go get your bite.
I think that the coronavirus actually made Bodhi. I think it actually gave him all the energy that it took from Samantha and I.
I think so too.
Because other than the cough, the only two things that it affected me that I could definitely tell was, number one, that it just made me very sleepy. I wasn't even really fatigued, like that kind of tired. I was just like, I felt like I was always yawning and all I wanted to do was sleep. And then the other thing is it completely robbed me 100. What's that face for?
Because fatigue is sleepy.
I thought fatigue was like where you just feel like sluggish and like tired. There's a difference between like being tired and then sleepy.
Lethargic, I think, is what you're thinking of.
I don't know. Like what I'm saying was that it didn't make me feel unenergetic. It just made me feel like I was yawning and I just could do nothing but go to bed.
Yeah, there were 2 days where we were very tired, and it was hard to keep up with Bodhi during those 2 days because he was very crazy.
Yep.
3 days into it, after my positive test, I did lose my taste and smell. Then Dylan lost his taste and smell.
Which was weird. And I think you got yours back quicker than me. Obviously, you had it before us, but also mine like lasted longer. Yeah. And so for an example, even right now, on a scale of 1 to 10 on both taste and smell, with 10 being full smell, full taste, and 0 being none, I think my smell is probably about a 2 out of 10, and my taste is probably about a 4 or 5. So hopefully it'll come back 100%. It's not funny. Poor little guy, he whacked his head back here. It's just, for those of you who've had kids, you know how it goes about this age. They're into everything, crawling. He is like an acrobat now. He thinks he needs to climb on everything, and he's figured out that he can move things and scoot them along the floor, and then use it to get himself up higher and get things that he shouldn't be able to reach. So anyways, back to coronavirus. We're lucky.
We are lucky. It was weird that Bodhi didn't have any symptoms. We're obviously glad that he was not sick and didn't feel like we did, but it is concerning to see that the kids don't really get affected by the symptoms because, I probably picked it up at school from all the kids that, don't show the symptoms like the adults do. So while we're glad that he didn't feel sick like us, it's still kind of weird just to wonder how many kids out there have it and nobody knows because it's not showing. Yeah,
and it's just like one of them things like at my work, and I'm sure a lot of y'all's work and different businesses and things like that all around. There's temperature guns. You go in, take your temperature, write it down, blah, blah, blah. we never, I don't know if Samantha said it or not, can't recall, but we never, none of the three of us, we never ever ran a temperature. You know what I'm saying? Like, we never had fever. So that's what's, it's crazy because, like, I literally just think about it, and besides, like, the cough and lack of taste and smell.
You had a little congestion.
Yeah.
But it didn't linger like maybe it would with a cold or something. So.
Right. But to my point that I was making, you know, it's just people could be going to work with COVID and spreading it around and not even knowing it. So that's what's so bad about the whole thing.
We check temperatures at the school 3 times a day. Well, they actually get their temperature taken 4 times a day because it's checked at the door when they walk in. And, I mean, yes, I think that we should continue to do that, but then I think, well, why? Because the people that I've talked to or the people that I've known that have had it with a child, they've never run a fever, so it's just kind of interesting.
For sure.
I know some have, but the ones I know personally have not, and so it is kind of weird that we take these temperatures all the time, and maybe that's not even a symptom that the kids are experiencing, so it's kind of weird. It
is. It's very crazy, but, you know, all that to say, we're just very thankful and blessed that none of us, you know, obviously, you know, were hospitalized with it and had very severe symptoms and, you know, something really bad happened. And so it's definitely a real deal. We've seen firsthand. We had it, and hope all you guys are all staying safe. I'm sure many of you that are watching this right now have had it, you know. And so if you have, comment if you want to, and let us know how it went for you. And just hope and pray that all you guys are staying safe. And, you know, about all we can do at this point is just do some social distancing the best we can. And even at that, there's still, I don't know, it's part of me that thinks that, like, it's just going to run its course and nearly everybody's going to get it. But
yeah. I think we knew we would at some point, just with me being a teacher, and I mean, we still go to Walmart, we still get gas, I mean, and we wear our masks and use hand sanitizer and wash our hands and everything else that we need to do, but it just, you know, I think that obviously you can still get it, so.
For sure. But I guess, guys, we just wanted to share that with you, and just, you know, more than anything, just to let you know that, you know, it's out there, and just to be careful with it and stay safe. And on behalf of Bodie and Samantha, we're going to say vlog number 293.